My brothers and sisters, today we celebrate the memorial of Our Lady of Fatima. I think of all the Marian apparitions that people have heard about, this by far is the most famous, in the sense that is probably one of the more recent ones that we know about, but also for us that it's impacted us because of, well, we know the Fatima prayer, which is, we said, at the end of each decade of the Rosary, and then also just because of the message that keeps on being poured out. So let's remind ourselves a little bit more of this apparition, but really it's a series of apparitions and what it is. The first apparition happened on this date back in 1917, appearing to three children, Lucia, Francisco, and Jacinta. And they had just returned from Mass, and then there's this dazzling light. It sounded also the sound of thunder. And Lucia asked who this person was. She sees this lady. Her response is, "I come from heaven. Do not be afraid." And what she does is ask the children to come there the 13th of each month for the next 5 months. And she appears to them. But what she tells them is for each day to pray a rosary daily and to offer it for the sufferings and reparation for sins. Let's remind ourselves this is in 1917. So you have the devastation of World War I happening. You have everything that is going on. You have the Spanish influenza, what's become known as, but there was the flu was going around killing so many people. You had the rise of so many movements that became atheistic, turning away from God. And so here she appears to the most innocent of children. And it says the next couple of series of months that even at one point, the local leaders kidnapped them to stop them from going to this apparition because of the commotion it's causing. Of course, then the final apparition happens on October 13th, 1917. And the miracle of the sun occurs, where over 50,000 bystanders see this. So it's a very well-known, and I encourage you, I know there's a movie that is out, and more likely it's on forum.org, and to watch it. To be honest, I haven't watched it yet, but it's on my list of things to watch, hopefully this evening, if it calms down a little bit. But we see here this message that with every Marian apparition, it's not about her. It's about always turning back towards her Son. But what is the Rosary about? Uniting ourselves in the birth, the life, the mission, the death, and resurrection of her Son and our Lord. And so it's uniting us with him and using her as the instrument to draw closer towards. And also, it's a reminder, too, of as we draw closer towards her, we draw closer towards her Son. And so on this day in 1942, Pope Pius XII consecrated both the Church and the entire human race to her Immaculate Heart. And so this afternoon, I'll reconsecrate our parishes to Our Lady, asking for her intercession, especially during this uncertain times with the pandemic, but a lot of darkness going along around as well. And we're using the prayers that the bishops used on May 1st to reconsecrate our nation. And that's our bulletin, and I'll try to send something out. So if you're able to join me this evening at 5:30 on Facebook, we'll pray a rosary and offer that consecration prayer for our parishes, which you can use at your home as well. So I encourage you, go read about this wonderful apparition of Mary, how it still speaks to us even today, well over 133 years later, reminding us of still that call to pray the rosary daily, to conversion of sinners, and the reparation for sins. That is my prayer for all of us in my parishes and all of you who watch this day. Know my prayers for you, and may God bless your daily journey with him.